All right, we are on screen, off screen. We love talking movies, books, TV shows, all those good things, how they affect our lives, how we want to keep going forward. We've got Lauren, who, like in last episode, is the absolute undisputed best. We took a poll, it was worldwide. She won. And then we've got Josh, who was really, really rude to me last episode. And
Did you not listen to the
I am
second half of
so
what I
much of a
said?
better person that I'm just gonna say that Josh is sometimes good at some things, maybe every once in a while.
Okay, well, I was a lot nicer to you than that, so.
No, Josh is a fantastic person. He's got a really good heart and he's constantly serving people. In fact, this podcast would be impossible without him. We've got a couple questions that we wanted to go through. We're going to go into our top video games this time. And I'm really excited for Lawrence because I know a little bit of your video game tastes. And you'll probably have a terrible, terrible choice for your number one, I'm guessing. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know. So, with that, what do video games mean to you guys? We'll start with Lawrence.
What do they mean to me?
Yeah.
Escapism. Mostly.
Me.
Um, yeah, well, until recently, because then I started playing like Helldivers 2, Lethal Company, so I was able to like play with people. And so sometimes it's like connecting. So like if I feel lonely, I'll like hop on something like that and that helps a lot. So I guess it also kind of is connecting. Um, so yeah, escapism and connecting, which is really funny that because I feel like those are kind of opposite spectrums, but
That's awesome.
yeah.
What about you, Josh?
Uh, Laura did answered this question kind of how I kind of suspected it would go. For a lot of people, they're escapism. For a lot of people, they're just a pastime. For a lot of people, they're just a couple little fun things to do for 20 minutes or whatever. For me, it is all of the above. It is all of the reasons that, and what they mean to you. Because for me, it depends on the game. Uh, like Ghost of Tsushima, the escapism, the world, the graphics. Um, right now, I'm playing a lot of Battlefield 6. That's a lot of social interaction for me, connecting with other people. I also can get it really into farming simulator and sit there and drive a tractor for 2.5 hours, and just like zone out and chill. Or there's games like Balatro where it is just I've got 20 minutes and let's play a quick game and have a good time with it, and it's just something fun, a little hobby kind of a thing. So that's my answer. Is it's all of the above. It really depends on the game, what it means to me, but whatever it means to you, there's a game that means that to me is what I think.
For me, it's being in the controller seat. When I read books, I'm an outside perspective enjoying the world that has been created. When I watch movies, it's largely the same. I don't get like sucked in as a me personally into whatever I'm doing. And I do that with a lot of things, even like real world things. I go play basketball and it's kind of like this is weird, but it's like I'm watching somebody play basketball at times versus like being the one who's involved. I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird thing, but I've had it since I was a kid. Swimming is kind of the same thing. Like it'd be like it wasn't completely me. I don't completely understand how to do it. But with how to explain it. But with video games, I get sucked in, and part of the reason that horror video games are so appealing to me is because like horror movies, there's times where they freak me out a little bit. But with horror video games, I'm so sucked in, and it's like I'm the one living the experience that it's absolutely horrifying. Like it's terrifying, and I love the fact of like being sucked in, being pulled into this story in a way that no other medium really does. With that, let's go to our next question. What do you think is the most important elements of making a great game? Is it the story? Is it the mechanics? Is it the visuals? Do visuals even matter? Like, what are the key important aspects to you guys? Let's start with Josh.
For me, the one that has died the most is graphics. Um, I'm finding a lot more enjoyment out of the games that don't quite as honestly look as good.
Me too.
Like indie games, uh, this bed we made, Lauren and I played it. Not the best graphics, not the best soundtrack, not the best voice actors, not the best tie-in with how the lips move, all that kind of stuff. But yet, I still absolutely loved that game. Um, for me, again, I think I'm gonna land on. It depends on the game. Some games are very heavy. The way it looks impact it. An example of that is Vanishing of Ethan Carter was the first game in my life that I looked at and was just amazed at the beauty. And for that reason, it's a very important game to me. Along with a bunch of others, I also think it's a great puzzle game, XYZ, whatever. Some games, it's the mechanics. Conlon and I both really get into these Souls-like games, and they live and die on the mechanics. Like, Bloodborne is my favorite because of the mechanics. No other... Like, there's a lot of other reasons around it, like the atmosphere, the world, and that kind of stuff. But the reason Lies of P beats out Bloodborne for Conlon, which is insane, is the mechanics. So, mechanics, I think, always have to be solid, whatever the game is. So that's probably the most important, because a good game with bad mechanics is just unplayable to me. Everything else is secondary to that.
Cool. What about you, Lauren?
I would say it has to be story or the way that I have the freedom to tell the story myself. So I think it's very story based for me. Because I don't know how to explain it with like The Sims, because everybody knows I really like The Sims. There isn't really a story to it, but I can make a story out of it, and I have a lot of free will to make that story. With how that works. Yeah. Josh.
This is not about The Sims. What about KOTOR then? Because that is all brilliant story, but you can't play it.
What's KOTOR?
Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Play forever now.
Yeah, okay. It is mostly story based, but if it has a horrible mechanics, then I will watch somebody else play it and will enjoy watching somebody else play it. So like I'm not hating on that, other than like I haven't figured out how to play it. So like I'm not hating on the story of it. If I can watch somebody else play it, I will, and I want to. But yeah, mechanics do play a role, but mostly I'm looking into story. And if I can have have like the freedom to make my own stories, or if they let me play a large role in the choice of the story, I love those. Love those games. Or if it is a really good story and I don't really have that much of a choice, but it's a good story, then I'm also fine with that.
Cool. For me, it is story kind of above everything else. More recently, I've gotten more into freedom of choice and exploration. Like Slay the Spire is still on my list. And I love the aspect of putting different cards together as I'm exploring each time I go and play around. Like I like that aspect of things. Of like, how can I be creative and put these two things together? I really enjoy that. But otherwise, it's story. It's those two things.
Okay, that was my question. Is like, what about Slay the Spire, the game you have more hours than anything else in? Like that is zero story.
Yeah, that's the exploration and like the creativity of putting things together. Like my number one stayed the same from last year, but it's the story is very cool. But I love the exploration of the story. It's satisfying exploration is hard to do. There's a lot of people who will create a large open world, but it's really not that satisfying to explore. And I really appreciate when somebody makes it satisfying.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Let's go to our next question, which I think is interesting. Josh and I had a big old debate on what is a sport when I went and visited him in Hawaii this last couple weeks. And I thought it was a really interesting conversation, to be completely honest. What makes a sport, and is esports actual sports? Josh, I feel like you would have thought about this more, and Lauren, I'll give you a second to think about that, because that's a rough question. Go ahead, Josh.
For me, esports is not a sport. To me, it's an athletic competition between two individuals or more, or teams or more. And that's all there is to it. I know that video games have reaction times, and there is a physical element to it, sort of. But it's enhanced and superhuman, so I don't count it.
What about something like VR or Dance Dance Revolution?
Sure, I would count those.
Okay.
Same as I would count like a dance competition.
Okay.
Like there's a score, there's a winner and a loser, and it's a physical athletic challenge. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lauren, what do you think?
I think that like esports is like type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. They're not the same, yet everybody thinks they are.
And everybody who does one has one or the other. Sorry, that's not true at all. That was just funny to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I think esports is separate from sports. I don't think it's the same thing. And I don't think it should be categorized as the same thing, but I think it is confusing that they put sports on there.
So what is it to you then?
What is it to me?
Yeah. If it doesn't fall under the category sport, what category does it fall under?
Competition.
Okay, that's a good one.
So
I thought I was gonna trap you with that, but
no.
I would have
I'm quick.
What about you, Conlon? Have
Fast
you
as F, boy.
come around on this conversation at all?
I have some. I think, Josh, that you are right on your sports description, whatever you want to call it. It makes sense to me. I was like, I swam my entire life, but I didn't really ever think about it as a sport. But it is. And I've never thought like track
Unless
as a
you
sport.
got to drown somebody
but
else
it
while
is.
doing it.
Unless it was water polo. And I was like, yeah, that's totally a sport. But I don't know. I think esports is probably doesn't count. But at the same time, esports players work out really, really hard so that their minds and their bodies are fresh so they can actually win. Like they go on regiments, like esport workout regiments, which makes me like, maybe it is, because it requires that kind of physicality to be that level of an athlete with sports, with esports. So I don't really know.
I think they trying too hard.
On it. I don't know. They do some like major training for it. It's kind of wild.
I have no idea about that. But I think it's separate. I think they're two different things. I don't think that one's better than the other.
I do.
Esports is definitely better. Well, I mean, like one's pro. I don't know. I am in no sports. I have no voice in this. I cannot give a good.
Josh, explain that to me, because that I don't necessarily agree with. I wouldn't say one is like significantly better than the other one.
I would for me.
Okay.
If somebody else is really into esports, like that's totally fine. I don't think less of them for that.
Okay.
But for me, esports is like everybody makes the joke that like, well, why don't you just go out and play basketball rather than watch a basketball game?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So to me, that extra effort is better because there is a point to watching versus playing. To me personally, I
Okay.
have tried watching esports. I've had a couple of guards work for me who were really into it, and they tried to get me into it, and I tried and I tried and tried, and all I could think was, I don't care. I've tried finding a team and rooting for a team because that helps me. Like I fell in love with racing because I finally had somebody to root for that made it entertaining for me. So I tried that aspect of it, and I just sit there and I go, this is something that I could literally go do right now. I don't need anybody
Without
else
an
to
extra
do it with me.
team or anything.
I could literally just go do it, and I could enjoy being fat and lazy at the same time, and I don't get to feel winded and out of shape while I do it. I can just enjoy doing it. And so that to me is why, for me, physical sports are better because it does take that extra effort, and it is. I can enjoy watching it and playing it, whereas with esports, I can only really enjoy playing it.
Better in watching terms.
Well, just as a whole, because of watching largely, yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. I've never really gotten into it either, but I don't love watching either. The only exception is when we were into Age of Empires 2 and we were playing again, and I was like trying so hard to suck less. When I watched the pros and I was playing so much of it, I was like, wow, these guys are insane. Like, it is wild how much they're doing. And that was cool. But that was a pretty small.
I tried
Small
doing
thing.
it, and I just couldn't. I was literally watching it, trying to not be the worst person that played on game nights. And I was just like, I cannot get into this at all. So I'm still the worst person that plays on those game nights, but I have fun, so that's what's important.
All right. Next question. As far as games that you were looking forward to, what's the game that you've looked forward to most? And is there a game that you were looking forward to that super, super disappointed you? That was just unbelievably disappointing. Lauren, let's go with you.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, I think Tears of the Kingdom is probably one that like I was itching for it to come out and like was actually looking forward to. Another one that hasn't come out, and I'm just begging for a release date. Concerned Ape is the Haunted Chocolatier. um,
I
but
don't
I
know what
can't
that
think
is.
of. I'll tell you later. um, I can't think of one that's disappointed me because I don't think that I really have a lot that like I look forward to. Um, it usually ends up being like somebody's like, this game that's already out is so good, try it. So I'm like, okay. Then I just play it. I think Tears of the Kingdom's really the only one that like I knew about before it came out. So that and then Haunted Chocolatier that I'm still waiting for a release date.
Cool. What about you, Josh?
I think everybody who's kind of a regular gamer is going to talk about Anthem, but I didn't hate Anthem. So I'm going in a different direction a little bit. For me, for years, I had heard about how great Red Dead Redemption is. I had heard about how great The Witcher 3 is. And I had heard about how great Grand Theft Auto 5 was. And I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto growing up. And so when I was finally old enough to buy it and play it, the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and the same thing for The Witcher. I was just like, why does anybody love this garbage? These games suck. They don't deserve the praise. So those are the most anticipated. Wasn't necessarily anticipating the release, but was anticipating them a long time because of their notoriety. As for releases, I would say Starfield. As soon as Skyrim came out, I was immediately like, wouldn't this be so cool in space with different worlds and aliens and XYZ, like this kind of a game? And it took them 15 years to announce it, and another 5 years or whatever it was to actually release it. So I had been building up to this game forever, and they released it, and it was crap. So I'm not like as mad at that one because by the time it did come out, I was less enthused by the ideas when I was 11 or whatever. But that's the closest that would come that sucked.
Okay. To answer the question the way that you answered it originally, I was extremely disappointed by Ark. Like, really disappointed by Ark. Because it looked super cool. You can tame dinosaurs and ride them. That's so sick. And I didn't enjoy that game at all. Or very, very, very little. And then, I don't think Hollow Knight's a terrible game. But I had heard Hollow Knight was like one of the greatest games of all time for a very, very long time. And I just didn't have that much fun, to be honest. I was disappointed with my experience with that game, even though I don't think it's a bad game. And then as far as games that were coming out, I was extremely, extremely excited for Mass Effect 3 when it came out. Actually, it's the only time I've gone to a game store and I waited at a midnight line because they still did that. And it was, I don't think it's a horrible game, again, but it's extremely disappointing compared to number 2. And then I didn't think about...
Wait for Andromeda.
At least I didn't go wait for Andromeda. And then I wouldn't have thought of Starfield before you said that, but that is another really good one, because that game sucked.
Because it's just kind of forgetful, honestly.
Yeah, I forget it exists. That's a real... I literally have had times where I'm trying to talk about this game, and I'm like, the people who made Skyrim, what is this game called? Because I can't remember the freaking name.
I had that until I was playing Star Citizen with a group, and we were waiting for somebody to download it and play it. And they downloaded Starfield, and we were sitting there for 20 minutes like, how do you not see persistent universe? Anyway. Yeah. That's
awesome.
how I started remembering it.
All right, guys. What are you guys playing right now? Literally, that's kind of the last question, then we'll go on to our tops.
In this moment right now, I am playing Hogwarts Legacy. No, just kidding. Actively playing, just kidding. But I am playing Hogwarts Legacy right now. Replaying.
Weird. I am too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I never finished it, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't finish that. I'm finishing it right now.
It feels very seasonally correct.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, of course, Helldivers. So...
Cool. What about you, Josh?
Battlefield 6.
Cool.
He's like, peasants.
It's like, this is the only
Not
game
really.
worth playing.
I
Like,
feel
what
silly
are you guys
I'm just
doing?
playing one game right now.
Oh, that's totally fine. You're having fun with it. That's cool. It's one
Yeah,
I should play.
I've been saying a lot of stuff about Battlefield 6 on like my TikTok and stuff, and it is very cinematic.
So cinematic.
That's really
And
cool.
To its credit, they literally just added Battle Royale mode. I hate Battle Royales. I think they're all stupid. I'm having a good time with this one.
Cool.
Good.
Cool. I am also playing Little Hope. It's Until Dawn, same studio. It's one of their mini chapters. And I haven't played this one yet. It's pretty good.
It's one of the top-rated ones.
Yeah. It is. It's the best of the little side stories that I've played so far. It's pretty good. All right. With that, let's go to our top of the list of best ever times 10. Number 10. Let's go, Lauren, because you're the one I'm most excited about.
Okay. My number 10 is Spiritfarer. I think I've talked about this on the podcast. I don't know if I
The
If it
freeloader game. Yep, we know.
freeloader? Oh yeah.
It's a
Okay.
good game. Josh is wrong. It's a good game.
Yeah, I really like this because like when I first played it, I didn't realize that I was going to be ferrying people that I knew in on the ship. Um, I just kind of found this game and I thought it looked pretty and I liked the music and it was pretty chill. But then like the more I went in, I love when games will like. I thought this was just going to be a cozy game that I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever. I make my ship bigger and make it better. But then it like surprised me with the story and the depth of everything. Um, and yeah, it made me very emotional playing it. Um, the music made me emotional. The storyline made me emotional. It's a game I like to play, but I have to be in a certain mood for it. So that's why it made it lower on my list than I thought. But it's still a very good game, I think.
I agree. I mean, it is a very good game. All right, Josh, what's your 10?
My number 10 last year was the first Dishonored. My number 10 this year is Ghosts of Tsushima. I still believe it is the most beautiful game that has ever come out. I haven't played it yet. I have seen footage of Ghosts of Yotei. It looks great. I just haven't seen anything that has that special feel to it with all the colors and stuff. I'm not saying it's not in the game. From what I have seen, I haven't seen it where it just feels special, even though it still looks great. I'm still looking forward to playing it. Reviews are basically like, it's more Ghosts of Tsushima, and you can't really go wrong with that. It's got
With
really
a
solid
less good
gameplay.
story.
I love the stances. I don't need more or to make them different or whatever. Just give me another compelling story to explore a new world in, and I will be a happy camper with that one.
Cool. Mine was Grim Dawn, and it's still Grim Dawn. I like these kind of isometric games, and as far as I'm concerned, Grim Dawn has done that the best. With that, let's go to number 9. Josh, go ahead.
My number 9 last year was Star Citizen. This year it is F1, the current year. I know it's a sports game. I know it doesn't largely change year over year. It's the one that got me into sim racing. I love sim racing. I'm really sad that I don't get to sim race. If I had a setup still, I would do it constantly. It is something I can be competitive at, but not. When I let my competitive nature build up, I don't have to offend other people by being competitive. And it's a ton of fun, and it takes a ton of skill and talent, and this is the one esport I can actually watch. I don't often, but there is a creator who makes little clips so I don't have to sit there and watch the entire race. And he's very entertaining, and he's British, and he has a lot of British humor along the way. So I've been watching a lot of that lately. So
I think the only like driving simulators I watch is like the guy who does like the buses, and when he crashes, he like actually acts like he crashes. It's really funny.
I watched
Sounds
clips
awesome.
that are like 10 minutes long on TikTok of somebody driving a truck on Trucking Simulator, and he's just driving a truck on a crazy road or just driving and talking, and I'm like, this is so chill. It's like the only I don't know why that's the way that way for me. Probably because I can't do it myself because I don't have the stuff anymore. I would rather do it myself, but it's a good time.
Cool. Did you go, Josh?
Just went.
You just went. Holy
behind.
crap!
Yep.
Lauren, go ahead. Wow. I literally just had like a
Colin's
brain.
had a long day, little brain fart. So
Oh yeah. Lauren, go ahead.
My number 9 is Skyrim. Um, I've probably put the most hours into this game, though, honestly. Um, yeah, I really like Skyrim. I remember it was like the first game I got on the Xbox, I think. And um, I remember being like so proud of myself, actually getting like achievements and stuff. Um, and like be able to like show my brother when he'd come back from college. I'm like, look, I'm really sneaky. I always go with like the archer sneaky build. I've tried to be a mage. I've tried to be a warrior. I always end up just sneaking and sniping people with my bows. And it's so funny because ever since Legendary came out, I get so excited that I can get a farm and I can start farming and have that house because then I can get like so much money so quickly. It's great. Um, and that I was really surprised this wasn't further up my list because there is so much that you can do with this game, and I think this was like the first open world game that I was like, wow, I want to live there. This is so cool. And so um like how the world progressed based on what you did in that world uh was astonishing to me. It was a little, I can't remember when I got this game, but I was younger.
Younger.
I was younger. It's a really good game. If you've never played this game, go play it. I don't care what you're into, just go play it.
Yeah. If you're new to video games, like that's the only people I would think that wouldn't have played this game.
Yeah.
Play
Or
it.
like a lot of I don't want to like rope every girl in this thing, but like a lot of girl gamers like cozy games, but I'm like, you can make it a cozy game if you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever the heck you want in Skyrim.
You can
And
build
there's
your own
so
house.
many mods. I
Yeah,
love the mods. I love
yeah.
them. Yeah. My number 9 was Slay the Spire, and this year it is Alien Isolation. I love Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation creeps the crap out of me. Does every single time. I don't really get why, but it terrifies me. It is one of the only things that actually just freaks the hell out of me every single time I play it. And I love it. It's great. Have you played this, Lauren?
No.
I didn't think
We've been
so. You
talking
should
to
play
her
this.
for weeks trying to get her to play.
Play
another
it.
spooky game.
It's so
Wait,
good.
you've been trying to get me to play Isolation for weeks? I thought that was Portal.
That's been my most recent one, but on the podcast, we got you to play your first spooky game.
Oh, yeah.
And ever since then, we've been talking about the next one,
Oh, okay.
right? And so, like, we've brought up Outlast a bunch of times, and it's always been like, probably not that one quite yet.
Yeah.
Isolation would be a good second one.
Okay,
Isolation
because
would
I
be
was
the
like,
second one.
I think this is the first I've heard of being pressured into Isolation.
You should play Alien Isolation. Absolutely.
I don't
And
think
wear
you'll
a
get into
headset.
it or as freaked out by it as Conlon does.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I do. It just
Because
freaks
it's
me
a
out.
universe you love. You love the Alien franchise.
That's probably it,
You-
honestly.
it just
And it's the
sucks
best.
you in that
It's
much more.
so good. I love it.
It's interesting because there is like a D&D style Alien game that I really want to play because I really like the mechanics of.
We should totally
should
play
play
it.
it.
I would play that with you. Absolutely.
We should
Yes.
record it. We should do a special
That would be so
Yep.
fun.
Alien game.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like
Yeah.
Nemesis. Have you heard the board game Nemesis, Lauren?
Mm-mm.
We played it
I've
with
talked
Josh.
to you about it. Yeah.
It's my favorite board game. I don't
It's
know.
really almost great.
It's really almost great. Josh's problem with it is valid. It's valid. All right, let's go to number 8. Lauren, what do you got?
Sims 4.
Whoa, it's not higher.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I was actually surprised as well. Yeah, I've also been playing The Sims recently. It's because it gets my little creativity out. It was really funny. I got Josh watching me. Like I showed him around this little ranch I had. I was like, "See, this person had I can't remember if I showed you the vampire lady in her cottage. Oh yeah, so I have a vampire lady who has a ghost horse." And like I showed him how I had like this whole makeup of like I was like, yeah, her casket's down in the basement, and she's also an archaeologist, and so people send her stuff to like verify if it's uh, authentic or not, and that's how she gets paid. Um, and then I was like showing off this little ranch thing because I just got I finally got the horse. What is it called? Not It's not a mod. It's DLC. So it has these mini mini sheep and goats that you can get, and you can do like goat yoga with them and stuff. It's so funny.
Says the
Like
name.
yeah, so I really like how this game. Uh, the thing that I don't like about The Sims is that they do have so much downloadable content that you have to buy, but like if you wait for like sales and stuff it's cheaper. But I probably spent the most on this game of any game I've ever played.
How much do you think you've spent?
Over a
Genuinely
hundred.
curious. Okay. Okay.
um like I've with all of that I have on the Sims 4 right now, I've probably spent over 200 for it over a
How many?
span of 2 years.
You could have had one star citizenship for that.
I have a star citizenship for $40.
Here's what I will say, Conlon.
Yeah.
I will not be making fun of The Sims 4 anymore.
Why?
Because I had a great time.
Really?
Yeah. I honestly didn't care about anything Lauren was talking about. I was mostly multitasking while I was editing week's episode, I think.
Yeah.
Or whatever, while she was playing. And she was like, here's my ranch family, and here's my zombie family, and all this kinds of stuff. My comparison is I compare it to preschoolers when they're playing house. Because that's exactly what it sounded like to me. You know how I'm the mom and I'm going to do this and I do this and I have this ability and you're the dad and you're the... That is exactly what Lauren sounded like to me when she was explaining all of this stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, all right, you're having fun. This is great. I love how enthused she was and how she got into it. I was a little distracted because I was doing the editing, right? Then we created the most
Diabolical.
insane family ever. Her name was Crystal or something like that. She was a fruity person who hated yellow and brown. And then we made her entire house one room that was just yellow and brown. And she was fat and she liked games and she hated doing active things. And we gave her a penguin
TV.
monitor right next to a big monitor, and she went and played video games on the penguin monitor. And then we gave her a daughter that was just like the exact opposite. She loved being creative and going outside, and we gave her a bike, and then we gave her a dad that was just a magician.
Grandpa,
Magic
yeah.
and made potions or whatever. And while I won't download The Sims 4, and I don't think I will ever play The Sims 4, I did, in fact, enjoy the hour and a half that we took to make the most insane, dysfunctional family. Like, we gave her a basement, but the bottom was just a 4 square by 4 square room that was just the bathtub. A sink? No. Toilet? No. They have an outhouse for that.
Just
A ladder
the
that
bathtub.
goes down to it. Not even stairs. They have to climb down a ladder to take a bath, and that is the only thing that is in that room. The outside was rainbow painted. It had the most like psychotic glass
Roof.
inverted roof thing. It was a great time. Like, the entire time we're like, I'm going to make this lady the worst human being who has ever lived. And then I'm going to surround her by everything she hates. And then we're going to give her a mini version of herself. She had a pet alien, Conlon. She had a pet alien.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They also had a raccoon
Yeah, and a pet raccoon.
named Raspberry
Of course.
Pi.
Yeah, the raccoon's name was Raspberry Pi. So I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I loved that hour and a half I spent with Lauren. So that will not be the game that I make fun of going forward.
Why, we have to find a new one.
Okay. Maybe I need to try it. That didn't
I'll
sound
have
great
to-
to me at all, but maybe I need to try it.
I'll have to go through character creation with you and then build a
Okay.
house to see.
We can do it. We can see if we. I don't
We should
even know
have
what
that
we
as a special episode.
Here's what I will say. For me, I'm not a writer. I'm not all that creative as a person. I have aphantasia. I can't form mental images.
I just heard that you're
So
the
for me,
modern
it was-
Michelangelo.
For me, it was starting to write a story. It
Okay,
was the
cool.
building blocks, and I enjoyed doing that. Lauren got to be the creative person who pieced my tragic, dysfunctional. Like, she hates that house. I think she grew cancer cells because I made her create that house. But she did it, and it was fun for me to be a part of that experience.
Cool. All right. I'll try it. Okay, Josh, you go ahead.
What number are we on?
8.
8. Okay. My number 8 last year was Total War Warhammer 3. My number 8 this year is Half-Life Alyx. It's the best VR game. It's got an incredible story, and it is one that I got to share with Conlon, and it's a game I also got to play with another friend who is now passed. I'll always cherish that memory that I made with him. This game is so good that when we were playing it, we took a break. We used to play once a week together. We took a break. We went to Wendy's, came back, and I was sitting there watching him play, and I was eating my burger. And my thought process that I said out loud was, this burger's really good for virtual reality. It's a great game. It's so much fun, and I do have a special connection with it. So that's my number 8 this year.
Cool. My number 8 was Alien Isolation, and this year it is Hades 2. I love this game. I'm obsessed with this game. There is an app. This is a spoiler, but there's a thing that you do after the game is over that is incredibly stupid and lame that I truly do not like at all. Waste of freaking time. But the rest of the game, I think, is brilliant. I think it's better than the first one in every way. I think the story's better. I think the character's better. I think the game mechanics are better. And I love the first game. It's just good. It's just really well done.
What game are you talking about? Sorry.
Hades 2.
Hades 2.
Yep. And that's mine. Everyone should play this game. That likes this kind of game. Everybody. Lauren, you should play this game.
Okay.
I think you would have fun with it. You think you should have fun with it, Josh? Really? Why not? I think she would have fun.
It's not personal. It doesn't really have a good story. It's not really about a story. There's some elements I think she would like. There's some elements I'm not saying she won't like it. I'm saying I'm not sure.
It's about a girl reconnecting with her lost brother after her whole civilization falls apart. That's really what the second one's about.
Sort of, kind of, vaguely, yeah.
And it's really good. I would give it a shot. With that, let's go to our number 7. Josh, what do you got?
Last year was Age of Empires 2. This year, it is Lies of P. Do I think that this is the 7th best game of all time? No. But I had a heck of a good time debating Conlon about it, and so it will be that for me. I don't think that this is a game I'm going to go back to and replay. For me, it's still a little bit broken. It's not the best. But I did have a really good time with it, and then on top of it, Conlon says it's better than one of the best games of all time, which is insane, and that was fun for me to talk about, so that's why it became number 7.
What about you, Lauren?
I have Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild wrapped into one.
That's fair.
I really like. This is the most satisfying ending of any of the Zelda games I've ever played. Because like I feel like there's with the end of any Zelda games, it's like, oh yay, Link and Zelda, and then credits. And it's like, wait, I kind of want to like see how everybody else, like specifically Twilight Princess. I remember looking at a map and there was like this thing that it's like, oh my gosh, I can see how at the end everybody that you've helped are going to be staged up here while you like walk through with like a parade with like Zelda and Link, and that didn't happen, and I was so disappointed. I was like, you had the map right there. It was perfect. It would have been great. And so I think it has like, yeah, it has one of the best endings. And then also it's very, I love the open world. I love all of the side quests that you can do. And then, like, I've watched other people play it and seeing how people solve a puzzle all different ways but are correct still. Like you can still find all these different ways to these puzzles is what I love, is that you can be very creative in these games. You can be as creative as you want or just as straightforward as you want. And both are correct. And so I think that's really cool about these games. Wow.
Well, thank you for reminding me. One of my most anticipated games that was a complete disappointment, Zelda Twilight Princess. Thanks for that reminder.
You shut your mouth.
It's true. I hated that game. It sucks.
I know you hate it so much. Oh, it makes me so sad.
I need to play it and just like give a final verdict.
Yeah, you do, because I love Twilight Princess so much. Oh, so much.
Did you sell your Switch, Josh?
No, it's here. I've got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's not on Switch.
But
Oh, it's not?
It's on the Wii.
it's
Oh.
Wii
really...
Wii U special edition of it.
Oh, you played the Wii U?
Yeah.
Like the
that
little...
was your problem, Josh.
Like the handheld?
No, I played it with a Wii, but the Wii U version. Like I had the nunchuck and Wii controller.
Maybe that's the problem.
Well, they fixed... That's also how I played Wind Waker.
Huh.
Like, I think the Wii U is the most underrated console of all time.
I wanted a Wii U.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it is a stupid gimmick, and the naming is very confusing. But it has Wind Waker Special Edition, where they made it smaller, so you're not just spending an hour and a half sailing across the entire map, and they fixed a bunch of stuff. They did the same thing with Twilight Princess. They fixed a lot of bugs and problems with it. I actually really liked the Wii U big controller for Mario Party. I think it added a cool dynamic to it. And I think the only reason it failed was because it was a confusing name. And people were like, well, I already have a Wii. And why do I need to buy a new Wii just to play this one game when we already have Mario Party at home? That's why I think it failed.
We have Mario Party at home.
Like, why would a parent buy another Wii just to play a version of a game that you already have at home? Like, makes total sense to me. So, yeah. It like Twilight or Wind Waker. The only way to play it is the Wii U version. I
Really?
haven't tried it the other ways, but that is generally accepted. Like, just play the Wii U version because they fixed everything wrong with the GameCube version.
Cool. All right, my number 7 fell off my list, and I was a little sad about it, to be honest. Civilization 4. I have had time to play video games this year, and I have played no Civilization. I haven't even been tempted to pick it up. I haven't even thought about it. And it fell off my list. So in its place is Slay the Spire, which I have played a hell of a lot of in the last year, because besides Skyrim, Slay the Spire has my favorite mods. I love Slay the Spire mods. They're so creative. They're extremely well done. The different decks are often really balanced. They have creative, unique paths and monsters that they create, and deck types, and the way that you can combine different ratios, powers, whatever you want to call it, is really creative. I'm honestly amazed at how good some of these are, because they were just made by some dude that was chilling in his basement that loves this game. And to all the dudes that are chilling in their basement and love this game, thank you, because I freaking love these mods. It's just, I just have fun with this game. And the mods, Balatro would probably take the spot, but the mods, they're excellent. Fantastic. All right, let's go to number 6, my friend. What do you got, Josh?
My number 6 fell off my list. It is Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
The reason it fell off my list is because I was anticipating wanting to go back and play it so much, and I never really did. I still could. It's still a great game. It is an honorable mention for me. It's just that like enthusiasm I had just completely died. I'm like, I've got other games to play, and I'm okay with that. So, my number 6 this year, largely due to playing it with Lauren and the experience we had together, was This Bed We Made. I have always loved sharing experiences in games. I don't always need to be in a controlling aspect of it. I just shared how I enjoyed playing Sims 4 with Lauren. And this was very much the same, but is a great game in my mind. So for me, this one took that number 6 spot. I absolutely love it. I do think it's a great game. Conlon, if you still haven't played it, I still think you absolutely should. I think it's phenomenal. It's just a few hours. And so I got to sit and play it with Laura, and she got all these different endings, and I got to see a bunch of different things happen. And I got to, fall in love with a lesbian woman because she's just awesome. And
You gotta be a lesbian, Conlon. You gotta experience it.
gotta do it. I got to have those jokes and have a good time with it too. So yeah, This Bed We Made, fantastic game. Everybody should play it.
Yeah, cool. I'm really glad that you guys had so much fun in This Bed We Made together. Like that's really cool. I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I should still play it. I will still play it. What do you have, Lauren?
Twilight Princess.
It had to be on the list.
I know.
I'm actually not even mad it's on your list. I am a little upset that you put it above Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, which is like
I'm a little surprised by that, too.
One of the best Zelda games of all time.
I was surprised about that too. But I realized, I've been wanting to play this game again, but I have no way to play it. And it's been driving me nuts for years because I've been really wanting to replay it. And I don't know if it's because of the inaccessibility that I'm really itching to play it. But then I was listening to the soundtrack actually this week because I was missing like not being able to play it so bad. So I was like, I gotta get something to like scratch the itch. So I was like listening to the music and I was like, oh, I really like the music of this game. And so, and I really do like the map a lot. And I remember I liked, I wouldn't do the last, like the castle when I would play this game. And I would just kind of like go through the map and do the little side games, or I would just like ride my horse throughout the map and just like sightsee because I just loved the map so much. Um, I like the story of this one where he kind of has a love interest that isn't Zelda. Um, and how he has like this family in like the village, and I like there's solid story with other characters in the Zelda thing, because I feel like other ones it just kind of is Zelda, whoever the main person is in the Zora of the Gordons of the Gerudo, and that's it. But this one actually has like characters that you can follow throughout the game, and it makes it so much more satisfying. It's like, oh, I finally found you, but like we have this other thing that we need to do. And so you get to help them throughout the whole storyline of the game. And I like that compared to other Zelda games, where it's just like the leaders of these groups that are characters. And I really liked the ice place. I really liked that you could like go snowboarding down. Um, I love
Yeah,
the.
Breath of the Wild doesn't have snowboarding at
It does
all.
have that, but they don't have the cute Yetis that love each other. It's so cute. Um, there are more characters in like Zelda and Breath of the Wild that like you can interact with and that have like a part in it, but not as like in depth as it is in Twilight Princess. Um, yeah, I also remember being so freaking scared of the desert in Twilight Princess that I literally called my brother and was like, when you come back for like Sunday dinner from college, can you please beat this for me because I'm so scared. Yeah, anyway, I just like yeah, it was a game that like I would always put in, I would replay and replay. And then plus they have like this whole like abandoned town of cats that you have to save at one point as a side thing if you wanted. And I love that. I love the little roundup music it has for it. I don't know. I love the cutscenes also at the very beginning where like he's getting ready to go take this shield and sword to the. It felt very um, satisfying to me, this whole storyline, other than the very end where they didn't do my idea of the parade. That's the only thing I have wrong with it. But I also love how they would change the map if it was in the twilight or if it wasn't. I love the
That's cool.
aspect of being Wolf or Link. I thought it was very creative and very good, and I wrote a whole book that used this map because I love this map so much. I didn't use any of the characters, but I based the whole map of this game in this book that I wrote for my friend. That there's only one copy. Anyway, so that's Twilight Princess.
Lauren, me and you are very different kind of gamers. You like doing stuff that feels like a chore to me, like having to sweep the floor or something. Like it's all. I'm like, I don't want to round up your stupid freaking cats. Why is this in a game?
I love how you can pick up the cats and the dogs and like you hold them like so cute. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can collect bugs for this princess lady. It's great.
we are so different. when it
I
comes to games.
live for side
So
quests.
different. Side quests to me are mostly like, I have to do this to get powerful enough that I can get to the main story and go through it.
Like Skyrim, main quest, who is she? I don't know.
That's true with that game.
But yeah, like everything, I usually try like get sidetracked with side quests all the time. I love them.
I actually agree with everything Lauren said about Twilight Princess, mostly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You hate it.
So where's the hate?
Oh, I've already talked about this. Its mechanics are absolutely crap. Lauren talks about how she enjoyed riding the horse and exploring the world. The horse is completely uncontrollable. Um, it is the one and only time I have gotten angry enough to throw a controller. Uh, you are in Kuroki Village, and you have to get on Epona and ride out into through this canyon, and you go out into Hyrule Field, and you're supposed to chase this chariot and protect it while it's being attacked by the goblins. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except every single time I tried to control Epona through the canyon, I would be like, go right. And Epona would take a 90-degree turn and smash into the wall. And I'll be like, no, go that way. And it will turn around and stop and do a 180 and run into the wall and do another left turn and run into the wall. And on top of that, the puzzles I felt like were so dumbed down because they had to build around these absolutely god-awful, terrible mechanics that I never had a like, oh, that's how you do this puzzle moment that other Zelda games are famous for. I had a, would you just freaking do what I'm telling you to do so I can get beyond this stupid freaking puzzle? That's why I hated Zelda Twilight Princess. That's why I rage quit playing Zelda Twilight Princess. And I literally tried riding Epona out into Hyrule Field and tried to protect that stupid chariot 85 times before I was like, F this, and threw the controller. I was like, this is so unbelievably frustrating and has zero reason to be. So yeah, that's.
I can still feel the rage of that.
Yeah, I agree with her. I think that the level design, the wolf to human side, everything is very cool. I don't feel like the main story is that strong, but I do think that it makes up for it in some of the side characters and side quests and that kind of stuff. I can't speak towards the end because I did not finish it because I rage quit that awful, awful, awful stuff that it makes you do. I think I got like 90% of the way through it. I got really far. I got to a point where I was like, I cannot
keep playing this.
Doing this crap. I hate it so much. So yeah, my main criticisms of it are entirely mechanics based, and I think the main story isn't as strong.
Cool. All right, my number 6 is the one that surprised me the most out of everything on my list. I had it as Baldur's Gate number 3, and then I put it as Until Dawn, which I wouldn't have thought would be on my list at all in any way. But the night that I had playing Until Dawn with my wife, we played the entire thing in one stretch. We just went for it. Was the best night
the
of...
new remastered version?
No, the old one.
Oh, okay.
I should probably play the new one. I played the old one.
I really want to play the new one. Sorry, that was a...
I do too. I do too. Anyway, I was the best video game time I have had with another person ever. My wife is not really a video game player, and she played this. She had a ton of fun. I loved the horse story. I liked the choices. We laughed. We played. We ate tons of junk food. We had food all night long. We had like chicken wings. Everything was a mess everywhere. We got these giant beanbag seats and played on my big TV, and it was just a ball. I don't know. I'll probably play it again at some point. I've only played it once. This is a game I have only played once, and it's this high on my list. Crazy. But I just had such a good night. What?
You've played it twice now.
Have I played? I have played it twice. You're right.
You
I played it
invited
twice.
me. You told me about it.
Yeah, I have played it twice. I played it twice. I even played it a third time. I've played it twice. I've played Quarry once.
Lauren, we
it's
should
just
play this game together.
I
should.
was just looking
For
it
real.
up, and
This
I'm
should be your
interested.
second horror game.
This should be your second horror game. Yes, I agree, 100%. It is incredibly fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys should play the Quarry too. They're all good games.
That one's not as good, but we can play that after if you want.
It's not as good, but it is still good. Until Dawn is just special, and my experience was one of the best nights I've ever had. Like, it was that good.
Glad that your wife means more to you than me, because apparently me playing it didn't even mention.
I should hope his
Not even
wife is
one
more means more than you.
Hey, dude, there is a game that is.
I've known Conlon 3 years longer than he's known her.
That's true.
Just kidding.
That's true. There's a game that is still on this list because of you. Otherwise, it would have been surpassed. You could probably guess what that is. All right, let's go to number 5. Lauren, what you got?
Hogwarts Legacy. As once again, I also realized that if the maps are really pretty, like Skyrim is very pretty, and I can just like walk in the maps and be like, this is a lovely forest that I can virtually walk through. I love it. And I was, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? I can't remember.
I haven't. It is on my list, and I've
Okay,
seen.
it is insane.
Yeah, I've seen. I think is there like a new one of that come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ghost of Yote.
Yeah, that I've been seeing a whole bunch of spirit edits to it.
That's insane. Anyway, cut you off.
Yeah. Okay, good. And so like Hogwarts, like this legacy is like that little kid me that wished I got a letter to Hogwarts. I know a lot of people are still very obsessed with Hogwarts and in that way that they wish they could be in that world still. I don't know that I don't feel like I fit in that category. I do really like Hogwarts Legacy for like igniting the like child me that was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have explored like those sets. I wish I could have like gone around. And I love that there's like a manifestation of that in this video game where like you get to experience that yourself. And I love that it's not set in the Harry Potter time and then it's at a different thing. So you get to explore the world and you get to see like the magic and stuff for yourself in this, like get to discover that yourself. So it's like very healing for me. like, because I feel like Harry Potter, and it's really funny because I know I'm in the minority. I really like the first few books because it is saying like how magical and wonderful this new place is, and you get to discover it through Harry. But then like I feel like everything else then starts not being as like, look at this magical thing. We're gonna show you all these new magical things. It starts going more into a story, more into the story instead of this magical, wonderful thing. And I think that Hogwarts Legacy sticks with the like, you keep getting more magical the more you go through the game. And I love that.
To that credit, I agree with everything Lauren just said, and I don't like Harry Potter at all. So that's how good that game is, that whimsical, like, going into the magic world.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
The only reason that game doesn't make something like my list is because I think the flying mechanics are awful, and I do think it goes from difficult with no spells to overly easy when you actually get powered up a little bit. But
And
it is a great game.
I'm a coward gamer who, when they're like, how hard do you want it? I always slap it down to story. So I am fine with it.
That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not saying easy, it has to be hard. I'm saying I prefer my games just to be consistent.
Yeah.
So if you put it on easy and it's always easy, great. But when you you put it on easy and it's really hard because you have no spells, and then it gets really easy because you have spells. That's my problem with it.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, like, I think that's why it's higher up on my list, is because I really don't care about challenging in video games, whereas you do. So that's why it makes sense that it's on my list and it's not yours.
Cool. My only negative to the game is I talked about being sucked into games and how like horror games scare me. I am terrified of spiders. I don't like them.
It has an arachnophobia thing on there. You can turn that on and there's no spiders.
No, like the spiders should scare me in the game.
Oh.
I should get wigged out. I should get some kind of fear, and I get nothing. Like there's zero fear from that game.
Oh.
And I don't really know why, but I think I should get something.
Because of how common the spiders feel in that world.
You think so?
This is just my memory, Lauren. You're actually playing it, but I feel like there's spiders everywhere.
Yeah, the first thing I fought was a spider.
They're always crawling across the screen. There's big ones, small ones, whatever, and they never really feel like a threat. So I feel like there's some, you get used to it along with not any real intensity to it.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. Otherwise, it's a really good game. They did a very good job. Very good job. That's a good choice.
Just fix the flying mechanics, add Quidditch, and I'll be a happier camper with it. But I don't know. We'll see what they do with the second one.
My number 6 or number 5. Or number 5. Mm-hmm. My number 5. I was I don't know. I was surprised this one disappeared, but Mass Effect 2 is no longer on my list, which is wild. But I've had Mass Effect Legendary downloaded on my computer to play for a year and a half. I have not logged into it. It's downloaded right now. That's wild.
I know what you're playing when we get off. So.
Is that right there? I should play it. It's right there on my computer. But because they haven't, I decided to remove it from my list, and in its place I still have Baldur's Gate 3, because I think Baldur's Gate 3 is one of the most competently put together amazing games that has ever been made. It's just good. Like there's not really a weakness to it. The story's great. The choice and availability is fantastic. It's just competency in an art form. Like that's what I look at it as. It's just brilliant. It's a brilliant game. Right. With that, let's go to number 4. Lauren, what you got?
I have Helldivers 2 as number 4.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've talked about this before on the podcast. It's probably like my favorite to play with other people, but then I'll also like just farm by myself trying to get those super credits so that I can get more war bonds so that I can help out. Like it's so funny that like my main motivation is so that I can be like helpful to my brothers who are like level 150, which is maxed out. And I'm like now approaching level 50. I'm like, I can help.
I can do something.
I have a thermite grenade now. I don't have to run from every charger. So yeah, it's like really funny. Like me just trying to prove that I'm like, I can be on this team, but like they invite me every time they're on anyway. I'm like still like, I want to help. But yeah, so it's and then it has like some cinematic moments. There's some like it's further down my list just because there are like some things that make me mad with it, because there are some mechanics that seem to be a little wonky sometimes. Like you'll get stuck into all of the debris sometimes and you have to have somebody come punch you out, or you have to throw a grenade and explode your way out. But it is a good time when I play with my friends and stuff, my brothers and my friends. So it's made its way up there from me saying it's the worst game ever and I don't understand, to being pretty high up my top 10.
That's super cool. What about you, Josh?
So my number 5 from last year is the same as my number 5
Oh.
this year. It's Zelda Ocarina of Time. My number 4 last year was Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Fell off my list. And my number 4 this year is Star Citizen.
Cool.
This is a game that I just believe over the last year has gotten that much better.
Really?
Yep. It gets smoother. They're adding more mechanics. They just added engineering. They're adding another, for the first time ever, they're adding a second solar system in the same calendar year. That is just weeks away. They're making it prettier. They're making it more dynamic. They're adding more stuff. It's a game that they just added an area like 6 months ago that has music that I think is as pump up as like the Doom games. It's not quite the same, but like it gives you that same feeling of like action and like
That's
let's go
cool.
kill stuff, and I absolutely love it. They're adding more story, they're adding more dynamics, they're adding this, that, and the other, and it just keeps getting better and better and better, and I absolutely love this game. And the only reason I'm not playing Star Citizen right now is because I'm playing so much Battlefield 6. That's what my friends are playing, so that's what I'm also playing. But even while we're playing it, every single time there's a little patch update, the Discord server goes crazy, where we're all talking about how cool the new feature is that they just added or fixed or changed or whatever. My phone has literally been blowing up while we've been recording with conversations about Star Citizen. Anything interesting? No, they're talking about cargo stuff. Like, that's not interesting to talk about. It is actually a really fun gameplay mechanic that I enjoy doing. But, like, there's a ship called the Caterpillar that its whole purpose is cargo. And they're like, they fixed it! And so everybody's like, woo! We can use it more now. It's going to be better. It's such a good game. It's getting better. It's gotten better over the last year. It's fantastic. I just love this game so much. And like Lauren with Sims 4, it's the game that I have spent the most money on, without a doubt. So don't feel any shame about how much you've spent, Lauren, because I have spent far more on Star Citizen.
How much have you spent
than
on Star
you've put
Citizen?
Redacted.
I don't know if I should say the exact number, but I will say that if you've ever watched The Spiffing Brit, he has a top hat and a monocle pop on anytime he talks about getting rich and stuff. That's because in Star Citizen, when you invest a certain amount of money, you get a top hat and a monocle for your character. And I have gotten the top hat and a monocle, and the next tier of rewards as well. So, Lauren, you're totally good. Sims 4. I spent too much money on this game, for sure. I don't regret a single penny of it, because it just keeps getting better and better. And there's rumors that they're going to release the ship that I pre-ordered December. So, if that comes out, I'm going to be so pumped.
That'll be awesome. I'm excited for you. Okay. Lauren, we went over your number 4, right? Cool.
Cheers.
Let's go to number 3. I can do my number 3 first. My number 3 was Bloodborne. Or I number 4. I gotta go to my number 4. Holy crap. My number 4 was Left 4 Dead. Now it is Bloodborne. The reason that Lies of P didn't overtake Bloodborne was 2 things. Number 1, I super value the time that I played with Josh in person with this game. Like a lot. It's one of my favorite gaming memories by far. And it makes the game even more special to me to a huge, huge, huge level. Number 2, Lies of P DLC frustrates me. Frustrates me a lot. There is a boss that like goes all rage aggro, and literally it is the only boss that I've ever wanted to cheese in this game. He just pissed me off so unbelievably badly over and over and over again. And it wasn't like, oh, this is hard. It's like, this is frustrating and I don't enjoy playing this. And it's the only time in the game that I had that experience. Kind of. I still have not beat the last boss. The two-headed, what is it called?
Okay.
The one that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's only one
Yeah.
in the DLC.
Freaking hate that boss. I hate him. I hate him so much. I still haven't beat the final boss of the DLC, and it's ridiculously hard. Like, so damn difficult. And I don't like that I have the option to turn down the difficulty, because I have been very tempted. I'm not going to do it, but I have been very tempted. And I don't like that it's there. But I think the last boss is like fair, but ridiculously hard. The two-headed piece of garbage, I despise. I despise him. And it makes me... The rest of the game is so damn good. But that boss literally brought down how much I love this game a little bit, because I hate that boss as much as I hate that freaking boss.
So Liza P didn't make your list then.
It didn't make my list.
Bloodborne dropped a slot and it wasn't replaced by Liza P. I'm interested.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah, dude. Bloodborne probably... I was only going to put one of those two kind of games on there, because I kind of have each kind of game in a slot. And I was like, Bloodborne wins because of nostalgia, and it doesn't have the two-headed piece of garbage. But yeah. Even though I do... There's a lot of things where I like Liza P better. But
there are some better aspects to it, for sure.
Yeah, I can't think of... There's some bosses that frustrated me in Bloodborne, but there's no bosses that I think are like just bad. And I think the twin-headed emperor dude, whatever his name is just bad.
I think there's a couple of bad ones in Liza P, but not those two.
Yeah, I don't think the last boss is bad. Just that one boss. Last boss I just need to get better at, because he's kicking my ass so hard.
The reason that's so funny to me is it plays into my theory where we just have different skill sets in this game.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, the last boss was the easiest DLC boss.
Really?
Period. Yeah.
That is wild.
Like, it was very frustrating for me for like 6 tries, and then I figured something out, and it made it easy, one shot, didn't even die. I was like, oh, okay. That's how you do it. Okay, good.
He is... I've probably played him like 80 or 90 times. Like, wrecks my crap.
Have you gotten to the 3rd phase yet?
No. I didn't even know there was a 3rd. That's
He's like, you just ruined...
ridiculous.
You ruined his night.
Holy shit. I was like, I thought I was... Oh, that sucks. Oh, I was like, I've been this close to beating him. I would... That sucks.
Second phase or first
yes,
phase?
second phase.
Oh, okay.
Second phase. I thought that was it. That's freaking ridiculous. Ugh.
There is a mechanic that will make it very easy. I will tell
really?
you that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ridiculously easy.
Oh,
if you go back and listen to me talk about it, I think I tell you
what to do.
What that mechanic even is. So
maybe I should just listen to that episode. Good. I've switched weapons. I've switched loadouts. I've tried
nothing to do with weapons,
everything.
Nothing to do with builds.
Okay. Okay. I might do it, because I was to the point where I was like so disheartened. I was like, I will probably pick up this game at some point again sometime. But I was like, it is wrecking me. Wrecking me. All right. With that, I'm going to do my number 3. My number 3 used to be Bloodborne, and now I have it as Left 4 Dead. It's just kind of switched. Left 4 Dead is the game that I have by far spent the most time in. I have played thousands of hours of this game. Um, DLCs are also awesome. I love playing it with the group. I love this with family. I've had so much fun with this game, and it just is a special place for me. All right, let's go to number three for Lauren.
Mass Effect, the series. Um, I play this about yearly. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I love it. I usually play it around Christmas. Because when I usually had like 3 weeks off on Christmas with my last job, and it looks
Cool.
like I'll still get that with my new job. So I'm excited to be able to play it again this year. But usually, when I have that big long break, I'm able to just play from beginning to end. Um,
Awesome.
and I don't think I've had um, an exact like remake of a playthrough ever in that game.
That's cool.
Because this is one that like it pays to do the side quests and get everything done, because every little side thing that you do will affect and goes through all of the games. And it's really funny because there's like this couple in the very beginning that, well, actually, it's not a couple. It's this guy's brother's wife. Um, she like doesn't want to go get medication for like this uh, the baby that she's like pregnant with, because she's scared of like some of the side effects that could happen, and the brother thinks he has a say in it, and so you can like help them with that situation, and you can see them throughout the rest of the series doing
That's
side
cool.
quests and stuff. And so like it everything I feel like you do in this game pays off. And it has one of my favorite romanceable characters
Which one?
Garrus. I love him so much. I even have like in my living room, I have a throw pillow of Garrus. Uh,
So when they turn Garrus gay in Mass Effect 4, we all know who to blame.
I would cry. I think it's really funny that he actually isn't one that you can romance with both male and female Garrus. You can only romance him as female Garrus, as a female Shepherd. But yeah, I really like his story. I love how like he backs up Shepard's character. Like he'll tell them what they think, but then whatever you just decide as the character, he'll go with you and like he'll back you up. Um, he's a very loyal, awesome character. Um, and like all of the stakes feel very real to me as you're like playing the games, because like if a character dies and you go on to the next game, it impacts what happens. There I've played it so many times that I've just like fiddled around with like what happens if one person doesn't make it, and how it affects going forward. um yeah, it's just with like story mechanics, blew my mind, and I freaking love it, and it's so replayable. um yeah, what's up?
So my question is, would this still make your list at this spot if the Legendary Edition didn't exist?
Good
Yeah,
question.
it would. I just played the Legendary Edition, and yeah, I really enjoyed that, because it was finally having like more that I haven't had, and I've played all the way through it 8 times.
Wow.
So yeah, and then I've only played the Legendary all the way through once. Um,
Does the legendary significantly better
yeah,
in your opinion? Okay.
It
yeah,
makes the first game playable,
Okay.
it made everything that I was frustrated with the first one. It makes it way better. Um,
and they
there's
fixed the ending of the third.
Yeah, and they have like extra story stuff that goes on that I really like and think adds. Um, So yeah, it also like the graphics. They helped the graphics a little bit to meld together with all three to be consistent as well. I mean, it wasn't horribly different, but I was also happy that they added more hair for female shepherd because I hated the options they gave us. Um, anyway, this is a really good series. It's one of my brother's favorite series too, and he like dropped off his Xbox at my house on Thanksgiving, I remember, and he's like, "Here, play this game. You now own an Xbox to play this game."
Wow.
So, yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
Mm, I, I actually like three, I think, just because of some of the developments with Garrus. Um,
Okay.
it had some of my favorite story moments with Garrus in three, but two as a whole is one of my favorites. But I think three tips it.
Garrus tips 3. That's
Yep.
cool.
Yep. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I freaking love Garrus.
Would Garrus be your what the fan stories?
Fanfic.
Oh,
Fanfic. Would Garrus be your
fanfic?
fanfic crush boy that you would write about?
No.
Who would?
I don't think that I would write any fanfic about Mass Effect, actually, because you can like go back and play things with it that's satisfies me enough that I don't need to like do a fanfic. I did read some fanfics, and no, no,
No.
we're not going there.
Okay.
That was before I learned there was a filter. It was a very scary time in my life.
That's a good pick. They're good games.
Yeah,
I should play them. I have it downloaded. I should play it.
that's what I say. I
All
think
right,
you'll
Josh.
like Legendary.
Oh, I think I will too. I know I will. I am fully convinced that I will like it. I just haven't played it. I don't know why. All right, Josh, go ahead.
Number 3 last year was Knights of the Old Republic. Fell off my list. Is still a honorable mention.
Wow.
It fell off my list purely because of mechanics. Like, I know I love that game, just like Lauren was just talking about. All the different endings and experiments and BioWare in its glory days. It's just one I can't replay. Like, I just cannot get past how bad those mechanics are. If the remake is what I hope it will be, which is the same game with good mechanics, it will probably show back up on my list. But as for now, it did fall off. My number 3 this year is Age of Empires 2. As I'm getting older, the memories I have of sucking at that game for 15 years and then bringing Conlon in as my hope to not suck so bad at it and only get like 2 rounds in before he surpassed my crappy skill, is one that I value more and more all the time. Now that I'm out in Hawaii, it just gets so much harder to do those game nights, but I still value them so much. So yeah, it's not the game itself. I actually don't think that game is particularly amazing. I don't think it's the greatest RTS. It's just accessible and everybody can enjoy it, and so that's why Age of Empires 2 made it to number 3 for me.
Awesome. All right, let's go to number 2. Lauren, what you got?
Baldur's Gate 3. This is
Nice.
yeah, I think I've talked about this on the podcast. Like, I got so obsessed with like trying to 100% this game. I enjoy the mods in this game. Um, I really love that this was like a passion project, and I love how it coincides with D&D. I love D&D. I love the characters in this, and I love all of the like. It was really funny because I was like, all of the companions kind of have the same story, but they're wildly different. So they all are oppressed by like a god or godlike creature that you have to either help them oppose or be devoured by, basically. And it was funny when I like realized that, because I think it was like my third playthrough that I was like, wait a second, this all seems very familiar. um, but I think it's funny that I think Josh will be surprised. Who do you think I like to romance the most?
Uh, I don't know. There's no homosexual specific male characters for me to choose from.
Uh,
Except,
I would say Vampire Boys is
I
pretty in the middle there.
was gonna say
I
Vampire Boy
know,
is
but
pretty
he's not
flamboyant.
just homosexual.
I mean, they're all bi, technically.
Yeah,
They're all
that's
bi.
that's my point. There's no
Hmm.
specific. Like Will is also a little bit. So, you know, um, based on that, I'm pretty sure it's Asterion, but for the fun of it, I'm gonna say Karlak because she's the most masculine. So falls into the other side.
It's really funny. It's Karlak.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but what's even funnier is I like to play as Asterion romancing Karlak.
Oh.
Or the other way around, I like playing as Karlak, romancing Asterion, because it has some very unique um, stuff happen there that I think is very wholesome. Because like nobody can touch her, and so like when Astarion's like, "Oh yeah, come to the meadow" or whatever, and he's like, "Well, what are we supposed to do?" And she's like, "Read," and he's like, "That's so boring, but I guess whatever." And so they just read that night. It's like so cute and wholesome. So anyway, yeah, that's my
That's awesome.
favorite romance, I guess.
How many times have you played it?
I don't know. I lost count.
And don't ask about her playtime either, because that's very skewed because of a certain laptop she used to play on.
Yeah, I was like,
What do you mean?
oh, that's right.
She was playing on that like first laptop parents will buy their kids. It's got like 4 gigs of RAM and just basically works.
Just a piece of crap? Yeah.
Yeah, she was playing Baldur's Gate 3 on that.
Yeah, no, I literally
Like,
had to read a book while I was playing, because like whenever something would load or I was trying to open something, it would freeze for maybe 5 minutes before it would give me the options. So I would literally like click on something, and then I would read a book, and then I'd be like, "Oh, good, finally it goes." And I had to take down the graphics as far as they would go, everything down as far as it would go. Yeah, it was terrible.
when I witnessed this in person, it was in the third chapter in the castle, where it's supposed to be high energy, like things are going down, and she was on the third floor, but like the pop-in was so bad you would see the bottom floor load, and then like 3 minutes later,
Yeah, the walls wouldn't even load in half the time.
and then that texture would be
That's
really
so
messed
bad.
up. And she did it. She played through the entire game, beginning
I
to end.
That's how much commitment and love I have for this game.
And then you got a computer and you're like, this is magic.
Yeah, and then I was going through my playthroughs so quickly.
You're like, I can play this twice or 3 times in the same speed as once.
Yeah, so I have
Girl math.
like 570 hours on the game, which I thought was low, actually, with how much I played this game. Um, but then I did play it on Josh's computer for like 2 weeks.
I
Um,
don't know how long it was.
yeah, it was a little bit while I was recovering from a dental procedure. Uh, but yeah, I love this game. I kind of have taken a break from it, but like every once in a while, I like look over and I see it, and I'm like, later.
Later.
So yeah, I really like this. It's one of the ones that like I think I looked up as much fan fiction as I could of it because like I wanted to read about what they got into adventures after. I wanted to hear about like the previous things of like people's ideas of what was happening or what was happening to others while they were in camp while you were going and adventuring and stuff. Yeah, a lot of these characters stay in my head. I think it was beautifully done. Um, like I still get chills on certain scenes and stuff. It's beautiful.
It is. Some of the cutscenes are just fantastic. It's just a
Yeah.
fantastic game. It's just fantastic. I really have no notes.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, let's get your number 2, my friend.
Hey, my number 2 last year was Ghost of Tsushima, which is my number 10 this year. It fell because I didn't have any greater attachment to it, other than I just think it's the most beautiful game. Um, a lot of people talk about its story. It's good, but I don't think it's anything special. The thing that I think makes that game special is just how gorgeous it is. Um, my number
And the
2,
combat.
well, yeah, but it's also not like super special. It's largely the same as like Batman Arkham games. But anyway, my number 2 this year is Detroit Become Human. This is a game
Wow.
that I had heard vaguely about. It was not like a prominent game like The Witcher. But in gaming, a lot of people would bring it up as a great game. Um, but then I got to play it, and I got to play with my friend Josh, and he just sat there and he judged me based on all my decisions. And, you know, hey, that was really cool that you saved the girl at the beginning. The first time I played it, I didn't. Kind of conversations like that. Then I got to have that exact same experience with Lauren, where I got to judge her for all of her decisions and how she loved. Oh, I'm so sorry. What's the girl robot's name?
Alice?
Alice and the little girl so much. And when you get to the chasing scene, Lauren was like, "I'm just not going to. I'm just not gonna chase him." So they like got away, and we missed a whole, a different section because it was so different. And then I was playing. I think it was also with Lauren, where she tried doing the Alice part away, but she had to like sneak instead of.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Am I crazy?
Was
Like,
it?
who was I playing with?" Yeah. Instead of hiding in the house, you hid in the car, but because of that, you didn't have the interaction with what's his bucket, so you didn't just like have to run away, but you got like the sneaking through the city thing. Anyway, so many different experiences with this game. I also think it's a 10 out of 10 game. I think it's absolutely perfect. And it's the only game that I like the way they did QuickTime events, and they feel like they actually matter. In a lot of other games, when they do QuickTime stuff, it's like, yeah, you may see him stumble, but it doesn't really impact the story. This one,
What about Until Dawn?
I also have, like, it can if you fail, like, 3 in a row.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But, like, this one, when you're Alice and the little girl and you're racing across the freeway, one little mistake can get you hit by a bus. Or absolutely, like, punched in the face, and then your character's going to have a scar going forward. Just, like, the amount of detail and the way it makes every single thing feel like it absolutely matters. is absolutely brilliant. I love the soundtrack. I love the. I basically love how you get to choose to be Hitler or Jesus or Genghis Khan with Marcus. I love that you get to choose to be, RoboCop or Terminator or whatever with our other guy. I love that you.
Connor.
Connor, and with Alice's story, it's all about like what is humanity and what does it mean. Like you have three very intricate stories and they can all be completely at your disposal and you get to choose all these different things. And like I was replaying it and I was like, hey, I want to know what happens with Hank when you aren't his buddy buddy. And like I was absolutely heartbroken because there's the scene at the park, and when you play it and you're buddy buddy with Hank, he opens up about his son and whatever, and you're like, oh man, like you feel so hard for him. But when you play to piss him off, you throw it in his face, and you see a man break, and then he kills you, and it is still heart-wrenching, but just in a completely different way. The fact that it's the same character, the same game, the game isn't like super long. It is absolutely brilliant. I know they're working on their next game in this arena that's supposed to come out in the next year or two. I really hope that they follow what they've set up with Detroit because it is so great. It's a game that I think anybody can play. It's a game that can be as deep and as meaningful as you want it to be, and it's brilliant. Music, great. Graphics, great. Mechanics, great. Like there is zero negatives I have with this game. None.
I specifically remember when I was watching you play your second playthrough, you just sneaked away, and I was like, "That's possible."
Yeah.
And then I remember when I was playing, there was at the very beginning with the little girl Alice. There's like he runs up the stairs and he's angry and he just like recently just hit her and then like sent her up to her room and then was following up there. And I run up there and I remember Josh wasn't paying much attention and then I burst into the room and shoot at the guy and he's like, "Where'd you get the gun?" And I was like, "I was looking." um, but yeah, I just remember him being like, "Where'd the gun come from?" But yeah, it's a really good game. And spoilers, it's not my number one, and I don't know what happened on my chart because it was in my flow chart to see what was the best game. And so
It looks like we gotta start all over.
I think at
Because
least
she missed one.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. No,
I should thought it was going to be your number
so
one.
like I thought it was gonna make my list, and I think it's either my 11 or it might beat out Spiritfarer when I'm looking at it right now.
I don't
But
know how it's not even higher because this game has no freeloaders in it. All jokes aside, like I think it's a perfect game. I think it's the perfect length. I have zero criticism. Zero. None. It's just as playable today as it was the day it came out. It's going to be absolutely timeless. And on top of that, the same reason I love Dungeon Crawler Carl, the way I get to share it and experience it and get to talk to people about it, I have that same thing with Detroit. So even though Detroit is very highly regarded, I still think it's underrated because it's absolutely brilliant.
And there's a lot of serious gamers who are like, "Oh, it's one of those games." I've talked to people who do that.
it's It's really good. My brother started playing it, and like I remember him like just texting me where he like I didn't know where he was in the game, but by what he was like, no, this happened to Alice, no, and stuff. I couldn't know where he was in the game, and I was like, it was funny, but also sad. Like because he was like connected to these characters, and in the end his choices made it so that basically all of them died, and he was heartbroken, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm like, I didn't get that ending. He's like, what, how do you make them live? I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Uh, this game makes you feel a sense of urgency even when there is no real urgency, which is insane. Like I remember the first time I was playing as Alice and you go into the field and you have to lose what you look like and you're just searching for the little girl and you're digging through like it's absolutely crazy how completely brilliant this game is. And for a story game, how replayable it is. Like so many of these games, you play, you're like, oh, that was a great story, and then you're kind of done for a while. Um, but this one, it's like, no, I can pick it up and I can live a completely different experience, and it's awesome.
I need to replay it. I've only played it once.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought you
I
played it with Sid once, so that would make two, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, that didn't make two. Yeah, because I played it
Okay.
once on my own, so I played it twice.
Yeah, it's just so great. But on top of it, I do have those personal connections to it too. So that's why it moved up to my number two, because it's brilliant. It's so good.
Awesome. All right. What about you, Lauren? Did we go through your number two?
yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay, my number two is still Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I don't have the mechanic issue that both of you have. Like, I realize that it's dated, I realize that it's old, but it doesn't feel unplayable to me. And I usually play this on my phone. I skipped last year playing my yearly playthrough. I did play it this year. I usually play it once a year. I kind of like do the Mass Effect thing that you do, Lauren. Except for this game takes me 18 hours instead of however the freak long Mass Effect takes you.
It's like a 4 day thing for me.
Yeah.
But I do nothing else but play that game
For 4 days. Get
for
some
4 days.
good food, like get Uber Eats or something, and just chill.
I will literally buy a whole bunch of things that I can just throw in the microwave or the oven to reheat, and then like I'll pause it enough to go get the food and then come back.
That's awesome.
I'll sleep when I'm
That's
dead.
awesome.
I
You should.
don't think it's unplayable for the record.
Okay.
I just think
It's
it's
just-
extremely bad.
Okay. It doesn't bug me that much,
It completely bugs
honestly.
me.
I realize it could be way better, but it doesn't bug me.
This is the
Like,
funniest. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I would love a remake because absolutely, if they brought the mechanics up, it would make this game significantly better. But you have the greatest story game, in my opinion, of all time. And I like the story is just so good. And Lauren, you should play it. And actually, weirdly, I recommend this one on your phone because the phone, I do.
It's worse.
I think the phone is great. They just did a really good job porting it over, in my opinion. Obviously, Josh doesn't agree. Yeah, just chill. Play it. You love Mass Effect as much as you do. Play it.
I do have it on my list. But I was gonna say the funny thing about Mass Effect when I first started playing it, I stayed up for 46 hours playing it. And I can't remember if I text this to you, Josh. Did I text you sleep is a lie? Okay, then it must have been Ellie. I was like, sleep is a lie. I've never been more awake. And then I crashed for like 24 hours. But yeah, it kept me up, for 46 hours playing first time.
When you've already played it? Oh, the first
No,
time.
my
Okay.
first time.
Okay, okay. It's like, wow, you played it like 7 times. That's wild. Have
No.
you played the other old Bioware games?
I've tried, just like dipped my toe into a couple of them, but not really.
Okay, you should absolutely play Dragon Age
It's
for
the one that I dipped
sure.
my toe in.
Oh, that's crazy that you didn't get to play it. That's wild. You would
I
love it
think,
if you actually played it. I think you would like that one a lot.
yeah, I'm like, I think it's taking me a minute to figure out the mechanics with that one too. That's making me like play it a little bit and then not play it and then play it a little bit and not play it.
Okay, I get the Knights of the Old Republic mechanics problem. I get that. Jade Empire is also really good, but it has the same problem. Um, but Dragon Age, I didn't feel like I had that problem. Do you have that problem with Dragon Age, Josh?
I've never been able to play it.
Oh, the mechanics are just too bad, or
Yeah.
what? Oh,
Like, I did play it till it was already finished, and I booted into it, and I was like, I don't know why anybody plays this game.
it was that bad for it. Wow.
Yeah. Like, it
So
just
being
feels really dated.
okay. I
Like,
haven't
I'm
played
sure
it in a
I
long
would
time.
put it in the classification as I do, like, Oblivion,
Okay.
where it's like, I can see that there's good there, but because the year is 2025 and not 1995, I
It's
just
just old.
can't do it. Jade Empire is another one that's like I haven't even tried playing, but I know I know it's supposed to be so good,
It is.
but I haven't done it yet.
Okay. If I mean, if you can play Knights of the Old Republic, Jade Empire is very similar.
Okay.
Very. It's a good game. All right, guys, let's do our number ones. We'll go Josh, and then I'll go, and then Lauren will end with you.
Okay.
I've got honorable mentions. Am I not even
Oh,
gonna
let's
get to
go
do
honorable
those?
mentions.
All right,
Let's do
you're
honorable
running it. It's
mentions.
up to you.
Yeah, I've got a ton of those that I wasn't going to go through, but I'll go through them now. Blood and Wine, Witcher 3 DLC is fantastic. Frostpunk, God of War, Ghost of, however the heck you say it, Balatro, Civilization 4, Mass Effect 2, Spider-Man, Diceomancer, Borderlands, the Banner Saga, Unreal Tournament, Age of Empires, Fear 1 and 2, Batman Arkham Asylum, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, The Quarry, It Takes Two, Gris, Portal, Horizon Zero Dawn, MechWarrior 5, Ori, Doom, XCOM, Roots.
You hear that, Lauren? Portal.
It's you would have a ton of fun with Portal. Everyone likes Portal.
I got her to start it, but she just won't play it.
Yeah, you should
I got
absolutely
maybe
play it.
like half an hour in and stopped.
It's so much fun.
I've seen that there's like things in the wall and that there's like people writing on the insides of like these things. I'm like, interesting. But I'm just like, I've been wanting to be chill. I got so angry at this one puzzle that I literally solved to get into this one spot, and all I had to do was repeat that thing back over. And for some reason, I didn't think to do that, and I frustrated myself so much. So I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I was so mad at myself for how stupid I was. So I'm on a break.
You should get off of your break. Play it. It's worth playing for real.
I will continue playing
Both
it.
of them, 1 and 2, are totally worth it. And you can play 2 with Josh.
Yeah, I will continue playing it.
Her to do.
That would be cool. Yeah, Portal's great. Okay, what are your guys?
My honorable mentions would be, it would go, Detroit would be my 11, or my whatever, and then Star Citizen would be my 12, and then the other ones have no real thing. This Bed We Made, Lethal Company, It Takes Two, and Assassin's Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Cool. What about you, Josh?
Vanishing of Ethan Carter, it introduced me to a tradition I continue to do this day, where I play an adventure puzzle game between Christmas and New Year's every year. And like I said earlier, it's the first one that made me just amazed by how good something can look. Baldur's Gate 3 is the best just game. Like, it's just a game and it's great. Total War Warhammer 3 is my ultimate, well, just one more turn kind of a game, and it's awesome. Dishonored, story, fantastic. Battle for Middle Earth 2, story, and I think it's the greatest RTS that you can't play anymore, and of all time, honestly. Ready or Not, SWAT team game is a fantastic good time. Farming Sim, ultimate, like, chill game. Anno 1800, another, well, just 5 more minutes kind of a game. For me, Halo Reach, I do believe, is the best Halo game. What Remains of Edith Finch. If you want something that's going to make you cry in an hour, this is a good one. Um, Remnant 2, played with Conlon. It's brilliant. It's the only reason it makes my honorable mentions. I don't think it's the best version of this kind of a game, but it is the one that I have enjoyed the most. Scanner Sombre is the most underrated game of all time. It's a VR experience. It's super cool. Portal 1 and 2, Assassin's Creed Black Flags, Hollow Knight, the first one, PlayStation Sports Champions, and Knights of the Old Republic.
Good honorable mentions. All right. Josh, go ahead. What's your number one?
Well, you're not surprised at all, and probably not even Lauren. My number one is Bloodborne.
I'm shocked.
Yep, I know.
This is my surprise face.
This game literally haunted me for 5 years. It has the greatest atmosphere in any game ever. It has the best, most even bosses. I have more memories playing it alongside Conlon and making him feel really, really bad when I was able to beat his boss for him in one try after he'd been struggling for a really long time. And I have the memory of him beating my worst boss in like 3 tries, and it took me like years. And it's great. The mechanics are so unique. Nothing else has really even come close. It's another 10 out of 10. I have no criticisms of it. My only one note is it's starting to look a little dated on modern hardware.
It does look old.
But just update some textures, and I think it still look brilliant. I think that they should do a remaster where they expect you to be on an OLED. I've talked to Conlon about this. A lot of games, because blacks look so different monitor to monitor, they won't actually do black. So they'll do dark gray. And now that we have OLEDs, we can have true blacks. And I think that it would look so good if they used blacks in that game and you were playing on an OLED screen. But that's just a little
The Orphan of Kos
nitpick.
fight would look insane.
Yeah, it's just a little nitpick. It's not dated by any means. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a fantastic game. And Lauren, you would hate it, but I think it's awesome.
It is awesome. That's awesome.
I was just like looking at some pictures of like gameplay, and it looks beautiful.
Its atmosphere is so effective. I told
The
this
sound
story
design.
last year when we did it. At the very beginning, you're climbing a ladder, and it's a long ladder, and you get like two-thirds of the way up, and then there's this blood-curdling scream. I still remember that moment in that game. Like, very few games have like a specific moment that just like jumps out to you. Like that one, I was like, oh shit. And I like spun my camera around. I was like, what the hell was that thing? And I turned around to see this beautiful outlook over this Victorian horror city. It's so good.
It's amazing. And there are some memorable moments. The first time you get into Orphan is super memorable. The church the church roof is crazy, and that would look so good in OLED. Holy crap, that would look amazing in OLED.
Yeah.
They need to remaster this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's an incredible game.
Tone the darks to be actually black and let me play on an OLED screen.
Yeah.
It'd be so good.
Now, speaking of games that look phenomenal in OLED, my number one is still Outer Wilds. I love this game, but on an OLED screen, I knew all of the mysteries. I had solved everything, but sometimes I'll just get in that game and fly around in space because on this screen it looks insane. Like it's so beautiful. Do you know what this game is at all, Lauren?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you wake up and you don't know really anything. You have to figure it all out. But you have this spaceship and you fly out into space, and every 22 hours the sun explodes. It has a supernova, and then you wake up and you have to figure out again. And you go to different planets that are in the solar system, and each one of them has clues that you have to follow to be able to figure out a mystery of why is the sun exploding? What are these clues? Who left the clues? What are the cultures that left the clues? Where did all of this come from? And it's all done in this art style that I really, really like. But the reason that I love it so much is how satisfying the exploration was to me. You go to a planet, and there's this planet that's like a sundial, and the sand moves from one planet to another planet. So while the sand is on this planet, you can explore this one, and while the sand is on this planet, you can explore that one. And everything goes along those 22 hours. And during those 22 hours, there are different areas that you need to be, and you have to figure it all out. It's awesome. The puzzles that are in it are the best that I've ever seen, because the world itself is the puzzle. Like the map is the puzzle, and the timeline that you have to go to these different places is the puzzle. And you find different clues that are extremely well written out. They're not confusing or overly vague, but they require some kind of thought. So, I mean, everything about it I think is design brilliance and would be so freaking hard to pull off. Each planet is unique. They all come with their own unique challenges. They all come with unique aspects to the gameplay that you have to figure out on these planets, and you're the one who's figuring them out. They don't give you hand-holding. You figure it out. When I was playing the game, I was having kind of a rough time with my life, and there's this saying, this too shall pass, right? And that's what I kept thinking with the 22 hours. 22 hours will start again. Do the best that you can. This too shall pass. Keep going. This too shall pass. And like, as I was playing it, it was like I was going through a little bit of therapy. I would have a bad day and I'd play just a 22-hour little segment. There's 22 game hours. It's like 22 minutes in what you're actually playing. But you would go through and you'd figure some things out, but then you could start again. And tomorrow's a new day. You can start again. You can start again. You can start again. And I don't want to spoil the ending at all, but I played the ending like 4 times. I just went back to my save and I played it again and I played it again and I played it again because I found it absolutely poetic. It's one of the most beautiful pieces of art that I have ever come across. It's like when somebody stands in front of a Van Gogh and just like gets brought to tears and they see something that I don't see. It was like that. It was just beautiful. And I've never played another game that encapsulated the essence of like beauty and wonder and like a dream, like this game did. I think it's hard for me to explain how this game affected me. I got to the end and I didn't expect it. I didn't even completely understand it at first. Like I went on multiple layers to try to understand it. it's amazing. And I for anybody that tries wants to get into this game, I actually wouldn't look into it at all. I would just go into it blind, give it a shot. It's on our shared server. I
I think
don't.
I downloaded it because you told me to play it one time, so it's actually ready to go.
You should try it. I don't think. I don't necessarily think this will affect everybody's the way it affected me, but it was
Well,
just
I'm
an
evidence of
adventure.
that.
Yeah, Josh, it didn't affect him as the way it did affected me. Um, for me, it was the first time that a adventure where I was just trying to solve the puzzle really captivated me as much like this one did. I love Skyrim. I love going and exploring in Skyrim, but it wasn't like exploring in this. Exploring in this was I just went into that crater and there's a giant monster that ate me. How the heck do I get past that? And there's a way to get past that. And you figure that out as you're going along these different clues that are spread out all over the place. Oh, there's a platform that is spinning on the sun. How in the world do I get to that platform? Because every single time you try, you just get sucked into the sun. How do I get there? And piece upon piece upon piece upon piece, you get there. And the first time that I got there, I literally was like, "Yeah, let's go!" And it's such a satisfying game. It's so satisfying. It's just so good. I love it. All right. With that, the one that I'm most excited for of this entire podcast, of maybe every podcast that we've ever done.
You're gonna be so,
Lard, what is your number one?
Do
you're
you have
gonna
any
be
guesses, Colin?
I have literally no idea. Every guess that
Okay,
I had, she's
this
already
is
gone
so
through.
obvious. Go ahead, Lauren.
Really? I
Yeah,
genuinely have no idea.
I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Is
Josh, what
it?
do you think it is?
I already know. Just say it.
I have no idea.
Stardew Valley.
Oh no. Oh, all my hopes. No, I'm glad people love Stardew Valley as much as they do. I wish that I did.
I was debating whether I was gonna have Baldur's Gate 3 or Stardew as my first. And then I was like, you know what, let me compare the hours. I almost have 2,000 hours on Stardew Valley.
Wow. It's
Which
like
is
the
more than I
perfect
have
game
on
for
The
you.
Sims. Yeah. So like you have like the little dating sim, you have like you can there's different farms that you can choose and then you can totally mold them to how you want it to look, what you produce out of them. You can choose to do mining stuff. You can choose to just farm stuff. You can choose to do both. The modding community is insane. There's
I've
like
heard.
yeah, there's new towns that people have built that go off on the main town that I think are even more in depth sometimes. So, like, the modding community keeps making this game be fresh, adding new things to it, new characters. Um, it's very much my cozy game, and like it was really funny because my friend Ellie would be how she would check up on my mentality was if I had started a new farm on Stardew Valley. And so I was not doing good if I had started a new farm on Stardew Valley. Um, but yeah, so I poured in a lot of time in this game on my Switch, on my computer. Um, I was really excited when I got onto the computer and started doing all of the mods. Uh, it's just a very wholesome game. Um, and I don't know, it's very like I can listen to a podcast while I play it, or I can just lock in and just play the game. Um, yeah, I love the design aspect. I love all of the little hidden story things that you get. I think I've completed it without mods 3 times. Like I've to like basically win this game, you have to hit 100% of everything. Um,
Okay.
which is
I didn't
very
even know
hard
there
to
was
do.
an end to this game.
I
I really
mean,
didn't.
I said end in quotations because you get like a special scene unlocked that's like, yay, you built the best farm. And then like kind of gives you stats of everything that's happened up to this point. But then you can continue to play on that game if you want. Um, and yeah, it's just the only things that like I wish would happen in this game, which mods corrected, made me so happy, is like if you do have kids in the game, like they just stay as toddlers for like ever. Whereas somebody modded it that like in the years they grow up a little bit as the years pass, and like they have this whole thing. Um, but yeah, it is kind of funny because if you've got a save like me where I'm on like year 20 and everybody's still the same age, it's kind of funny. Um, but that's why one of my games that I'm looking forward to most, which is called The Haunted Chocolatier, is done by the same guy,
Oh,
um,
cool.
which is Concerned Ape. And yeah, it was one guy who developed Stardew Valley. Um, yeah, I just think it's really wholesome. It's a good time. Uh, Tickles my brain in the right way. I like and like I try to get people to like join me on the farm because you can co-op this game, and so you can like
I
build
also
people's
didn't know
little
that.
houses. Yeah, so you can like build a little house for them on your farm, and they can upgrade their house as well. um, and so I had someone playing with me, and it was really funny because they were just interested in marrying this girl Leia, so I was going around making sure the farm was perfect and that we were upgrading all of our tools and that we're getting all the money. Well, he was like running around trying to find things that Leia would like, and then I'd like hear him be like, "No, she didn't like it." Trying to find gifts she would like, and I was like, "Do you want me to like look up what she likes?" He's like, "No, I have to figure it out." So it's like, yeah, it's a really fun game. I like the little holidays that he added in 1.6. And it's like he keeps giving basically DLCs for free every once in a
That's
while. He'll
cool.
just update the game that like changes it and adds more to it. Yeah, it's a really good game. And I like the modding community. Thanks, modding community. You
Modding
made it so
communities are the
good.
best.
Oh yeah, there was even like somebody who added basically Baldur's Gate 3 to Stardew Valley. It was insane.
What do you
Um,
mean?
they had a thing that you could go down and it would like do a little cutscene that was like the beginning of Baldur's Gate 3. You would meet all of the characters, they became romanceable, and then you would get like quests that were basically like a very dumbed down version of Baldur's Gate 3
That's really cool.
inside Stardew Valley. It was insane.
That's super cool.
It was super bugged, but yeah, it's just yeah, it's amazing. And since it is kind of like a low res game, it's super easy to mod, and so you have a lot of people going crazy. But
I really wish I liked it more. I really, really do.
I
I
like
love that other people do. For real. I do.
yeah, I knew it had to be my top just because I looked at the hours and I was like, yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah,
That's a lot of hours.
yeah, yep. So, because like I think to do a season is literally like a full day in real life, and like so a year to play in the game is like 4 days, and for you to get basically anything accomplished, it would be 12 days for you to get like any sort of actual
Oh,
achievement things that like make you feel like you won the game or something. So
like we're talking 24 hours.
I would say 12 actually.
Okay. Okay.
So if
It's like
you're playing,
144 hours to get an achievement.
I mean, like there are achievements, but like for you to feel like, because you're supposed to get like the approval of your grandpa after year 3 of your farm. Um, and then you start like unlocking more things, and like you have to like help the rec center get built, or you could go the Jojo Mart thing, which nobody does because we have souls. And um, so like you help this community get back on its feet, and like literally you go around to every single character and you're trying to help them in their lives. There's like this one character that she like lives in a trailer, and the further along you get in the game, there's you can like make friends with this girl Robin, who's this woodworker, and you can ask her for favors. And further on in the game, you can build a house for the person who lives in this little trailer, and stuff like that. So like the further along you get on the game, the more like you build friendships with people. You like learn recipes and stuff. So like there's incentive to befriend everybody. Yeah, it's just like a very wholesome game about like try to understand people, help people out. Also, you're trying to make your farm the best. Also,
Can
you
you
could do
hold a
this.
baby goat?
You can't hold a baby. Ah, you
I
can
bet
pet a
there's a
baby
mod.
goat. I bet there is a
Yeah.
mod.
That's a mod you need.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like if you befriend your dog or your cat, they will like bring you presents and stuff. Yeah. It's just really cute game, I think.
That's awesome. I'm glad you love it. For real. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, guys, that's going to be our episode. Those are some of our top things. What are your top things we want to know? Share it in the comments. If you watch the entire thing, we appreciate you a lot. As we go through this next year, any recommendations that you have, we would love that. Some of our favorite things ever have come from your recommendations. We appreciate you. Keep going. Keep going forward. Keep rising up. Make tomorrow fantastic. See you guys.